What's up everybody, welcome back to Cilinix Crypto, or welcome to the channel if you're new, and welcome to this new video in which I just wanted to do a little bit of a preview of this week. Alright, this week, if you don't know, it's pretty important because Wednesday we have the interest rate decision and the FOMC and Federal Reserve press conference afterwards. So it's a major event for the monetary policy of the US, which you might say, well, I don't care about the monetary policy of the US. I understand, but crypto and assets do. All right, so that's why you need to know about it, and it's just in general, this could actually be a crucial turning point in the markets, for real. All right, so that's what we'll be talking about in this video. I'll tell you what to expect in terms of the price for Bitcoin, but that obviously also has an impact on altcoins, and just in general, I'll give you my thoughts on what to expect until Wednesday, but also after Wednesday. All right. So I think it's going to be a valuable video. In the end, that's up to you to decide, of course, but let's get right into it. So we have the Federal Reserve interest rate decision on Wednesday, and the outcome is going to be pretty major. At this point of time, it is most likely either going to be a 0.25% decrease or a 0.5% decrease. A decrease in interest rates in general is already bullish, all right, because that usually means that the dollar strength index is bearish, and we're not going into macroeconomics right now, but in general, a lower interest rate just makes money cheaper, which is better for the economy, better for stocks, better for crypto, all right? So therefore, a 50 base points, so that's 0.5%, a 50% base point decrease or a 25 base points decrease, a 50 base points decrease would be better, all right? At this point of time, it looks most likely that that's going to be the case, but the 25 base points decrease is also still very much a possibility. We don't know. And this is the first time that we have a Federal Reserve interest rate decision in a long time where we actually are not sure what's going to happen. So this and what really is going to happen will have an impact on the markets. We'll get to that a little bit later. First, I want to talk about the time until the interest rate decision itself on Wednesday. Now, what you can see on the chart is all the last interest rate decisions and the press conferences, where the red dashed line is when we actually had the decision and the press conference, and the green line is the Monday before. Now, what you can see is that almost every time we see a de-risking movement before, which means that a lot of positions, mostly longs, but also just spot orders ahead of the meeting, are closed. Last time around, we had a bit of a drop. The time before that, bit of a drop. Time before that, drop. Time before that, drop. And the time before that was a little bit more neutral, but back then the market was also in a different state. And then you can see that after that de-risking, after that initial dump, we actually just followed kind of what the market structure already was. So here we were bullish afterwards, here we were bullish afterwards, here we were bearish, and the last time obviously we were also bearish because that time around we also got some recession fears. So in general, an interest rate decision historically has not mattered that much for the trend. This time could be different, all right? Because this time something is actually changing, and that is that we could see the first decrease in interest rates in a longer period of time, which could be bullish, especially when we look at the dollar strength index, which is now very, very bearish. If this breaks down and if this is really turning bearish, that could be the start of a new bull market. I made a video on that last week if you really want to check this out, but in general, it just means that it's bullish. Now, what we see right now, though, in terms of the market, to get back, is that de-risking, right? So I would expect at least until Wednesday that this de-risking will continue and that we will see further bearish momentum and a further pullback. We could also stabilize here since we have already pulled back a little bit. Still, I would be cautious. And then the interest rate decision itself on Wednesday, look, both would be bullish in the long term. So ultimately, for the next 3-4 months, I am bullish on crypto and I am bullish on Bitcoin. Now, on the short term, though, what matters is that the market seems to expect a 50 base points decrease. So what that means is that if the actual decrease is 25 base points, that's less than expected, and that could be bearish. All right. I think if we get a 50 base points decrease, if you combine that with the bullish momentum we already saw in the stock market and crypto last week, I think that would be bullish. All right. So then I expect continuation, at least into the 62,000, 64,000 area, probably higher. But if we get a 25 base points decrease, I would expect the initial reaction to be bearish. And then, like I said, we could still continue to be bullish, all right? That is a possibility, but that very much depends on how we react to a level like 56,000 after getting that result. So that is something I will still keep you updated on Wednesday. But for now, that is what you need to know until Wednesday, and just in general, kind of to prepare you for the different outcomes, given what they will actually decide to do with the interest rate. So that's what I think you need to know for now. If I missed anything, let me know down in the comments. I'm always open to answer questions in the Discord and Telegram group as well. The links to that will be down in the description. Make sure to follow me on X as well. I post quite a bit about the interest rate there as well. But for now, this is what you need to know. So have a great rest of your week. I'll keep you updated on this. And thank you for watching. Bye.